Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today we're going to make this cute little Thanks a Bunch carrot crate. It's like a wooden crate with little carrots in it. Isn't that cute? These are Palmer's double crisp chocolate carrots. They're available everywhere at Easter time. I've been getting them for years and dressing them up in different ways. All right, so that's the box. It's a tiny little one. And let me run you through the Stampin' Up! Supplies that you need to make this treat box. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is the Basket Builder Framelits dies and the Basket Bunch stamp set. You can get this as a bundle from Stampin' Up! And save 10% dies and stamps together. We're also going to use the Stampin' Up! Hardwood background. And I love this little die here. We're going to use this tiny little banner die from the popcorn box thinlits for our sentiment on the front of the box. It just makes a perfect little banner with a dovetail, no fuss. I use this die set for a lot of things. Okay, our inks, Stampin' pads for this are Crumb Cake, Soft Suede, and Daffodil Delight. I have also got a Stampin' Write from my many marvelous markers. This is Soft Suede, a sponge dauber, and my consumable pieces. I've got a piece of Crumb Cake cardstock, and this piece is 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. I went ahead and cut the little Cucumber Crush grass pieces, and that's from this Basket Builder Framelit set. Here's that little banner I was talking to you about. I die cut that one ahead of time from the popcorn box. And then let me tell you what size that is. If you had a 1 by 2 1/2, 1 by 3 piece of sugar cardstock, you could die cut that out. And then I've got a piece of Daffodil Delight, and that's about 1 inch by 1 1/4 inches. I brought in my hardwood background stamp, and I've got my Crumb Cake Stampin' pad. And I'm going to just ink the background. And then from there, I'm going to lay the Crumb Cake cardstock on top, and I'm being careful to get, if you look at the stamp, you can see that the wood grain is like in planks. It looks like a hardwood floor. So I'm being careful to start my pattern halfway, and then I've got a full plank, a full plank, a full plank, and then halfway, because I like the way that it made the crate look like it was made out of separate boards. So I've got that laid down on there, and I'm going to grab some scrap paper and then just press that cardstock underneath. Okay, so there's our piece, and like I was saying, now you can see it more clearly. Here's a plank, a second, a third one. These are full, and these start kind of in the middle, so I don't have the edge of one plank all the way to the edge of the cardstock. It's a little thing, but it made a difference in my opinion. So there's that. Let's score it up. I've got it simply scoring 2 all here. We're gonna now score this all the way around 4 sides at 1 inch. Work these score lines with a bone folder. Now we'll take our scissors and cut out these little score lines right here. So I just made a little V cut, and it's actually removing that crease. Okay, I've removed all 4 of the creases. Now I'm going to just angle each of these little flaps. And what that does is it gives you a clean finish all around the top edge of your box. So there's our little box. I've got some multi-purpose liquid glue here, and I'm going to put some on each of the tabs. Okay, so I'm folding the tabs in and the sides up. And it's such a little box, I did both sides at one time. And I can just hold them for a second while the glue grabs. Same thing with this side, a little glue on each tab. And then I'm just gonna fold those and tuck them in. And there's our little crate, isn't it cute? Okay, I'm back to my crumb cake ink pad. And I've got my sponge dauber. I'm going to just lightly ink up all the corners and edges. Okay, see the difference that makes versus this side that's not inked. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, if it really picks it up, but I think it makes a big difference. All right, now we've got the little grass pieces that are cut from cucumber crush. Putting a bead of glue on the bottom edge here. Don't need a lot. This glue grips tight. Pick up by the grass blades and you're going to just slide it in and adhere to the inside of the box. Same with the other side. There it is, it's all constructed. Cute, huh? All right, let's do some stamping. Okay, I have Daffodil Delight and a little chick. And then Thanks a Bunch is my sentiment. We're gonna stamp that with soft suede. We want that to the right, off center, because we need room for our little ducky's feet. So there's our Thanks a Bunch with the little feet. We're gonna die cut this in just a minute, but before we do, I've got my soft suede marker and I'm just gonna draw a little eye. Let's get the big shot. Okay, I've brought in my big shot with the magnetic platform and my basket builder framelits dies. We've already used our little grass here. And now I've got my chick. We're gonna die cut that out. Now the set comes with two little chicks. It'll show better on the stamp. You see, one that faces each direction. I love that it's got the chicks facing each direction, and it's got the feet that face each direction, and it's got the dies that face each direction, so we have to choose the right one. It really is a very complete set. It's got everything you need for your crafting. Okay, so I got my little chick and the die that's facing the right way. Let's crank it, cut it out. I don't mind fussy cutting, but boy, was that fast. All right, now for our final assembly. Really simple. Got some dimensionals here. It's all the ones that are left over. It's a multi-purpose liquid glue. Gonna put a little liquid glue on the back of the banner. Not quite to the tails because it overlaps the box just a little bit. So I got one little bead of glue on there. And then I'm gonna put a dimensional on the back of my little bird. I don't know, is it a bird? Is it a duck? Is it a chicken? I can't tell. It's cute, that's what it is. Pop that little guy up on its legs. Now this is how those candies come. You can find them everywhere. Get two of these little guys and tuck them in. All right, how cute is that? Double cute, don't you think? Okay, if you've got any questions about this project or anything Stampin' Up, email me, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.